picture after we're done the play, okay? You'll have plenty of opportunity to catch them all over here when the play's done. They'll be sitting properly so you can see them. So this is a little play that we've been practicing called The Caterpillar's Voice. Some of the characters are a little switched around, so let's hope that they remember all their parts. Okay, boys and girls, are we ready? Okay. Remember the lyrics to the song? Remember the words? Choir, I want to hear you sing nice and loud today. Mom and Dad want to hear all your beautiful voices, okay? And my actors and actresses, remember you're going to talk with a loud voice so Mom and Dad can hear you. Okay? All right. And nunnas. Yes, definitely. Nunna's very important. Okay. Once upon a time, a caterpillar crawled inside a rabbit's house when the rabbit was away. The caterpillar made himself very comfortable. When the rabbit returned home, okay, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. When the rabbit returned home, she noticed little marks. You want to take off that shirt? Okay. Well, then you will take it off. So let's start from your part again, okay, Emma? All right. When the rabbit returned home, she noticed little marks on the ground leading into her burrow. She called out, turn around and look at your moms and dads. She called out, Who is in the house? We really need to know. What is in the house? It surely needs to go. Is it big or is it small? Is it an animal at all? A monster or a friend? Oh, how will the story end? Who is in the house? We really need to know. What is in the house? It surely needs to go. The tiny, colorful caterpillar, in the deepest voice he could make, said,
Stop! Elephants and rhinos beware! Stop! Challenge me only if you dare!
The tiny caterpillar was quite surprised how quickly the words came out. He was even more surprised when the rabbit hopped about, saying,
What am I gonna do? How can I get it out?
Soon the rabbit met a jackal walking along the pathway.
Oh, Mr. Jackal, something strange is in my house. I feel
Mr. Jackal was quite convinced it would be no problem at all. And in his strongest high-pitched voice he said,
Who is in the house?
We really need to know. What is in the house? It surely needs to go. The caterpillar was quite alarmed, but quickly opened his mouth and with a loud booming voice said, Caterpillar says,
Crush! Stop! Elephants and rhinos beware! Stop! Challenge me only if you dare!
Those words, that voice, they frightened Mr. Jackal, who quickly stepped aside. Then the rabbit stopped Spotted Leopard.
Oh, Spotted Leopard, something strange is in my house. I feel. Can you help me make it disappear? No.
Spotted Leopard was quite convinced it would be no problem at all, and in her most ferocious voice she said,
Who is in the house? I really need to know. What is in the house? It surely needs to go.
The caterpillar was quite alarmed, but quickly opened his mouth, and with a loud, booming voice he said,
Stop! Elephants and rhinos beware! Stop! Challenge me only if
leopard too, who quickly stepped aside. The rabbit began to think long and hard. She had an idea. She searched high and low for her friend, the black rhinoceros. No? Okay, for her friend, the African elephant. African elephant?
African elephant. Something strange is in my house this year. Can you help me make it disappear? No problem.
Elephant was quite convinced it would be no problem at all. And in his huge booming voice he said,
Who is in the house? We really need to know. What is in the house? It surely needs to go.
The caterpillar was quite alarmed, but quickly opened his mouth and with a loud booming voice said,
Stop! Elephants and rhinos beware! Stop! Challenge me only if you dare.
no? Okay. Those words, that voice, they frightened the elephant who quickly stepped aside. A frog passing by noticed the rabbit that by now had tears in her eyes. Looking up, the rabbit pleaded,
Something strange is in my house this year. Can you help me make it disappear? No problem.
Green Frog was quite convinced it would be no problem at all, and in her small, croaky voice said,
Who is in the house? I really need to know. What is in the house? It surely needs to go.
The caterpillar was quite alarmed, but quickly opened his mouth, and with a loud, booming voice he said,
Stop! Elephants and rhinos beware! Stop! Challenge me only if you dare.
those words, that voice, they didn't frighten Green Frog, who quickly hopped inside. And he said, Stop! You now need to beware. Crush, stomp. I challenge you, do you dare? When the caterpillar inside the rabbit's burrow heard this, he trembled. He watched the shadow of the frog coming nearer and said, slowly, the caterpillar inched out of the rabbit's burrow along its edge, trying not to be noticed by Mr. Jackal, Spotted Leopard, Black Rhino, African Elephant, who couldn't believe their eyes. And they sang, You were in the house. We surely didn't know. You were in the house. We could have made you go. Mr. Jackal, Spotted Leopard, Black Rhino, African Elephant, Green Frog, and Tiny Caterpillar all laughed and danced together. But the rabbit was not amused. The end.